who is doing hiring in a public school setting right now will remember this, and it will make them be even more careful than they already are.
Days after KRK exposed a possible flaw in hiring Little Rock school bus driver, Working for You now learning of another bombshell. Thank you for joining us at 10, everyone. I'm Bob Clausen. The school bus driver's background check was denied years ago, and according to documentation we obtained, he should have never been working in the public school system in the first place.
That's right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ashley Ketz. 68-year-old Edward Coleman was arrested last week, accused of shooting a gun inside his home during an argument with his wife.
For that, he's facing a new felony charge. But back in the 1970s, he was convicted of burglary and 2 other felonies, which remain clearly on his record.
So how was he able to get behind the wheel of a school bus? Working for You's Mitch McCoy is uncovering the facts tonight. Mitch?
Well, Bob and Ashley, good evening to you guys. First Student, the contractor responsible for hiring employees to drive school buses for the Little Rock School District, tells me it is considering resubmitting employee background checks just in case someone else was hired who shouldn't have been. Tonight, some parents are concerned, telling me the felonies may be 40 years old, but there's a bigger picture problem here. There's nothing like a game of basketball and comfort for Carrie Gaines knowing her son is on summer break.
Their safety is my utmost highest concern.
When school starts, she puts trust in the system to keep her son safe. That's why she's shocked to learn 68-year-old Edward Coleman, employed by First Student, contracted by the Little Rock School District to drive buses, has a felony record.
I would definitely have concerns with them being alone on a bus with someone who had a felony.
First Student hired Coleman in August of 2013. 8 months later, the Department of Education sent this letter saying Coleman's background check had been denied and is not eligible to work because he had either failed the state, federal, or child maltreatment registry check. So why did it take so long to get the results? State officials say they only received his information to run a background check 1 month before the denial letter was sent to the bus company.
I don't think that if they've had a felony, they should be with children.
Over the last several years, Coleman has been driving a school bus. First Student officials say it's a disappointment, but there's no record of notification from the Department of Education. The background check was denied. State officials say they sent the notification by mail and nothing was returned. Coleman's burglary, theft of property, and theft by receiving convictions date back to 1979 and 1989, which would disqualify him from working in Arkansas public schools.
I think that this is sad, and it is regrettable, and it is unfortunate.
Arkansas School Boards Association lawyer Kristen Garner says mishaps like this in the system are rare.
That this was an isolated case in a place where the system just failed. But I think that in most cases the system works and the system keeps kids safe.
Coleman's criminal record may be decades old, but this Little Rock mom says she can't take any chances.
I'm all about giving grace to someone who's done something in the past, but I think when it comes to children, the standard needs to be set really high.
The Little Rock School District has no involvement in the hiring of First Student employees. The Arkansas School Boards Association says after what's happened here, districts may want to get more involved in the process as private companies hire employees. It's worth noting here the Department of Education says it does not usually send letters saying someone's background check has been approved. Bob and Ashley, on a side note, Coleman is suspended and is in the process of being fired according to First Student.
And some people would say these convictions, you know, they're 30, even 40 years ago. So what does that say moving forward?
Right, and a lot of people that I was talking with out there while covering the story said, you know, we may not be as concerned because he hasn't been in trouble here recently, at least not before his latest arrest last week. But it all goes back to what a lot of parents are saying, and it's the process of how First Student, KRK, everybody else started finding out about this, and it was because of his latest arrest that we were able to figure out that he actually has a felony conviction, and somehow the system missed this.
All right, Mitch, thanks very much. Well, this Working for You report is our top story on KRK.com and our KRK4 News app. If you click on the story, you can view all documents our team has received. There's also a link so you can search your teacher or your school bus driver's name to see their background check status and their teaching record.
And KRK is committed to you. If there's a story that you need KRK working for you on, just call or email. You can do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All of our tips will remain anonymous.